Welcome to my first video. I hope there'll be many more to follow. Here I will share my favorite recipes, holiday and party inspiration, and book and movie suggestions from an old-fashioned girl. I seek to find the simple joys in everyday things. My name is Maria. I hope to bring a little dash of sunshine and joy to your everyday lives. The months go by so fast, and within each we are always wishing for a different season. I wish it was spring, or I wish it were summer. Try to not wish your life away. The grass isn't always greener in a different season. Come and enjoy some of the last cozy winter days with me as we enter into spring. The power of finding beauty in the humblest things makes home happy and life lovely. Louisa May Alcott. The other day I was delighted to discover this large sheet of ice in our pasture, created from an overflowing stream. It was so smooth and it had hardly any rough patches. It brought me back to my childhood when my sister and I would skate on the iced-over swamp near our old house. We had such adventures and we fell through the ice many times. Luckily, it was very shallow. I encourage you to look for some beauty today. It's all around us in the simplest places. I taught myself how to paint with watercolors a couple summers ago. I loved sitting outside in nature with the birds singing around me and learning to paint peacefully without a care in the world. I find it such a joy to paint flowers, especially in the winter months, patiently waiting for spring. I really do enjoy baking from scratch, and these chocolate chip oatmeal cookies were delicious. library isn't very extensive, but every book in it is a friend. Quote from Anne's House of Dreams. Some books are so familiar that reading them is like being home again. Quote by Louisa May Alcott. Reading is one of my favorite pastimes. Such wonderful worlds I get to live in, adventures I get to be part of, and I can travel anywhere in time. The world calls them its singers and poets and artists and storytellers, but they are just people who have never forgotten the way to fairyland. Quote by Lucy Maud Montgomery. But now she loved winter. Winter was beautiful up back, almost intolerably beautiful. Days of clear brilliance, evenings that were like cups of glamour, the purest vintage of winter's wine, nights with their fire of stars, cold, exquisite winter sunrises, lovely ferns of ice all over the windows of the blue castle, moonlight on birches in a silver thaw, ragged shadows on windy evenings, torn, twisted, fantastic shadows, great silences, austere and searching, jeweled, barbaric hills, the sun suddenly breaking through the gray clouds over long white mist-wisps, ice-gray twilights broken by snow squalls, when their cozy living room with its goblins of firelight and inscrutable cats seemed cozier than ever. Every hour brought a new revelation and wonder. L.M. Montgomery, quote from The Blue Castle. If you are to be with me for any amount of time, you must know our cats. Millie is the Jekyll and Hyde type of cat of our family. You can be petting her and she will be purring sweetly, and suddenly she will attack you. Davy is a perfect little gray angel. Carrie's always hungry and loves listening to my sister play the piano. She's also probably used about 7 of her lives. I'm rather partial to that Ella Montgomery quote that says, "The only true animal is a cat, and the only true cat is a gray cat." The Road to Avonlea TV series is one of my family's all-time favorites. We spent a whole winter about 7 years ago binge-watching the whole series. These continue to be some of our most rewatched episodes every year. Road to Avonlea is a heartwarming series for the whole family. You end up getting so wrapped up in the lives of the residents of Avonlea and the King family. The casting and acting are so well done. I recommend buying the whole series from Sullivan Entertainment. Even though it is expensive, it is so worth the investment. You can also rent each season from Gazebo TV for $20. All Road to Avonlea clips from this video belong to Sullivan Entertainment. The Betsy Tacy book series is a newly found favorite of mine. I adored reading this series and fell in love with the people of Deep Valley. I highly recommend it to anyone that wants to experience living in this time period. These books are full of adventures, fun, Sunday night lunches, skating, Betsy's crowd of friends, dances, romances, travel, plays, and sing-alongs. But I'm not going to give anything else away. You will have to read them for yourselves. beautiful classics are a must-read for any historical fiction book lover. L.M. Montgomery is one of my favorite authors. Some might find her words too descriptive, but I think she knew how to capture every detail of being in nature and make it so real to the reader. Her characters are so interesting and capture your heart. After all, Anne had said to Marilla once, I believe the nicest and sweetest days are not those on which anything very splendid or wonderful or exciting happens, but just those that bring simple little pleasures following one another softly like pearls slipping off a string. When you can soak in the magic of the winter season, marveling at the snowflakes, ice, and frosted ground, it does your spirit good to find the wonder and beauty in the ordinary things. And if you are ready for it to be spring, I have one quote to encourage you. That is one good thing about this world. There are always sure to be more springs. I love taking winter walks in our pasture. It's even more fun when some farm friends come along. I sometimes bring a piece of paper and a pencil to write down some of my thoughts, and occasionally I'll bring a snack like this freshly baked chocolate chip cookie. If only old books could tell their wonderful but forgotten stories. How many people have touched these pages with the same joy that I do? Who was Nancy Harper? I'm so grateful to her for caring for this book so well. I received this 1896 edition this year for Christmas. I love the cover and the pictures inside. I love reading Little Women, but Little Men was one of my favorite books when I was little. I reread it many times. I loved reading about their numerous adventures, and I especially envied Daisy Stove. Thanks so much for watching.